All right, so again, KINGZLOfitness, like, got the clean screen breakfast. It's pretty weird. So yeah, that might work though. Play that shit off a little bit. Clean screen, background mess and stuff. You know what I'm saying? About the desk that sometimes just go over the desk and green screen kind of works to do, but anyway, so it might be a bird's eye view. We just like everything kind of a lot going on. So I use it before green screen instead of there's some other extra bells and whistles just to give it a different look and whatnot. Like I'm in the zone or something. I don't know which part this is. It was saved there somewhere, I think. I'm in the house. That background green screen and shit makes me think I'm in the some kind of Twilight Zone or some shit. I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. Green screen and shit. So this is different. I can't find myself without this green screen because I'm rearranging this tripod. It's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I might like this video. You'll see. All right, cool. Now, sound all right, so so it says, I'm looking over the sideline to see like I even pick out the strips. I mean, take some jump. For example, let's say, for example, like if you had some kind of workout scene, right? We're talking about the speed of bus. They say a bicycle makes you lose, again, New York, you see that it builds up the heart. That like the breath routine and stuff like that, especially when you go into corporate distance and you're doing it hard. So I give them that. Besides, that minute, like it's easy. Yeah, more price. This is like summertime, but spring and winter, it's like I always things on my mind. So let me go over that piece that's talking about the bicycle. So I'm not really worried about it. In front of me, but can I see it on the green? It shows up. It blocks it. Yeah, that's really blocking me. That's cool. If I need to do that. Very to my bicycle can be among running most valuable to explaining the body. Shifting to feel. Develop create more power and repeat racing state. So I mean I was running today and everything, like running and stopping at times, running and stopping, running and stopping. It's a good feeling though, I tell you that. You can pause for a moment and still, walk fast or whatever, depending on your stamina and all kinds of stuff. So you feel me? You can take a breather in the street. First you go non-stop for some people. Just to get like a physical workout in the running or something. You know? Me, I was mixing it up. Mix that joint up. One hand to the front. You see what's up with this because it's short ass shit too. So, alright, so what's the gonna read the subtitle extra. But it's saying this is people on the strength right there. This is coming from voice actor websites. They say forward slash fight for that or some it says price for voice actor websites that doing exercise. So it's like an exercise category site. But before the script is so a short ass script, right here. It's so short. You have like a it says like a statement about it. You are browsing a voice actor website. Please go to the practice subscriber. These public domain voice are available as a resource for the practice. They have been compiled by talent just like you who are working together to make the voiceover industry better for everyone. Since these scripts are widely available, we suggest not using them for demo, but they are great for practice. So not as a demo, so for practice. Right? So it says use all voiceover script category. So in the sense, practice you see, I'm like, this is a paragraph. What kind of script is that? I mean, they got short scripts like got a commercials and stuff, so that's a sort of thing. That's an example of short script. I like for bicycle team, but that's a man short. It says it says again, the practice is only for active. That's only practice. So let's say for example, I see before the first time. So let's say for instance about this that already long for running body the tools to training the body to shift into gear, develop quick turnover, create more power and reach peak basic shape. Begin by replacing one or two of your weekly runs with a 60 to 90-minute bike session. All right, so let's say for instance the new place bike to the gym. It took about 45 minutes. It's not really 45 minutes. Oh, how about 20? Yo, the first time going in, this was the last guy, right? First time going in and everything, right? It was raining and pouring out there. I'm on the bike and shit. That shit was wild, yo. I was soaked. I was soaked and whatnot. So check this out. I think it was like maybe a fallen state. It was like a statement not to go there. It was pouring out there. It was like summertime around my birthday. Yo, it came like summertime and all that. And it was like peak summer and shit. I'm out there going, really, stories, not stories, get that morning shit. So I'm reaching out there, making certain types of turns, getting lost a little bit here and there as well. And in the trenches, it was pouring outside. It was raining like no other shit. It was raining like. So I went inside. And I went to the research department. Soaked and shit with the bike in the line is walking in and shit. For the proof, nigga. I'm like, not only talk about it, be about it type scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went over there. I was like, need I say any more? Can I come back another day instead to this? You know what I'm saying? I was soaked in the nineties like this. I said, fuck it, let me bring the bike in too. Walking in with the bike in the nineties. Soaked and shit. Oh, that shit was great. Like, yeah, come in another day. But just to remember that, and like, oh, this guy coming through, rain, sleet, or snow. Okay. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go good. At the time, even moving the title is different from what I'm stating. Overall, it's a rap. Right? So it's like, all right, so let me do something just like 60 to 90 minutes, right? After a few weeks, place one of your weekly stats. Oh yeah, website too. All right, so give me a second real quick. I should have did this from the time like when I was the freelance. Before freelancing, I was working as a temp. And from the time one of these agents was telling me, you should do voiceovers, da da da. All right, so okay, after a few weeks, replace one of your weekly fast running workouts by ramping up the intensity and adding interval in the middle of a ride. Primary goal should be to mimic the neuromuscular cadence of quick leg turnover while running. All right, let's speak a little bit about that concept. Just a little bit based on yeah, hell yeah, based on me as an example. That time frame, when I was doing things on the bike, you know what I'm saying? We got 5 days a week in there. Back and forth right there, this is lit. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I didn't catch me was snow. Okay? Even in the time frame around that time frame, it was real cold and God was by the ocean and shit. Mm, let me not go there because I'm like working outside after a couple of months. So it's all fun in the summer. You started biting and shit, even when it wasn't that serious winter type. Yeah, cold and shit. Me, I couldn't deal, I couldn't deal with it. Couldn't deal with it. That in additional things that went down in the time frame, it was months. I mean, that's a different story to be told and shit. Wait, yeah, yeah, so it's different. All right, so yeah, turn over while running. So my thought process, like even when I was like riding the bike for the east, I was feeling powerful riding the bike at that time frame too. I'm saying it was like good feeling and whatnot. Um, I actually got to feel out the flat lands and going up hills and downhill and type singing in my neighborhood. You feel me? Which is cool. Like, cool. These are other neighborhoods. So White Brownsville is like the roads are mad bumpy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yo, I'm like, yo, I don't think about that shit again. That piece reminds me of like other countries, certain type of countries where the roads feel like that and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? That place is wild and shit, yo. Fucking roads is wild and shit. I go out there again and shit, yo. It's like just to get that strength in my feet. 'Cause I felt that shit, yo. After that, after I did like a couple of hours for Uber out there, yo, I went home. I'm like, yo, why my feet feel like this? Why my feet feel like this? You know what I'm saying? Yo, that shit was crazy. Cracking rabbits right there on the road. That road was crazy at that time. Like last year, something like that. I'm like, did they fix it up recently? That place is wild, yo. Shit. Not just the environment. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? From the road represent, right? Anyway, all right, you get out of here. All right, get something else to it. They show other websites also, so I'm gonna do some more extensive research and all kinds of extra pushes together as I'm getting to that better with I think we got photo editing, the composition, the filming, different types of filters, different types of the use of the layer mask, use of selection to surround. Like for instance, I'm gonna green screen as an example. But if the background was there, how to take out the background, have the background turn either green like this green screen, and then put something else in the background of it or something. You know what I'm saying? That's that graphic design side of it, that I went over extensively. Finished up one book. There's another that's talk about the same thing, and then there's a video side of it too. That the other person that still within still shit. You know what I mean? Within still shit. Dealing with Affinity photo, Affinity designer, Affinity publisher. So I'm in still shit for a year. Decided to get that subscription. I said only prescription, subscription, prescription. Get your daily dose. Okay? Yeah, that's you see the play on words this time. Daily, the voiceover on the website. So this is a decent example. I could that could expand on. That's like 5 cents. What is it? What kind of script do you get? 5 cents. There was another one on the exercise with voice narrator. What 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 look at that for me. This is Kennedy saying, same with the fly, your browsing this active website. Really, this is the practice. Slide there, right? So, voice narration and yeah, and any form of expression of this everything. More simply as a hammer. Henry Lewis Allen played for 23 years in the major league, still considered by many as the all-time home run leader. Allen is one of Allen is one of only two players to hit 30 or more home runs in a season at least 15 times. He finished his career with 755 home runs. Born February 5, 1934 in Mobile, Alabama, Allen began his professional career in the Negro American League and minor league baseball prior to starting his major league career. He was a National League All-Star for 20 seasons, and American League All-Star for one season from 1955 to 1975. Allen holds the record for the most seasons as an All-Star and the most All-Star game selection at 25. He also holds major league records for runs battled in, extra bases, and total bases. In addition, he remains in the top five for, for career hits, runs, at bat, and games played. 3 times he won a Gold Glove, and in 1957, was the league's most valuable player, leading his Milwaukee Brewers to a World Series championship. So that was that sports narration on Hank Aaron by voice actor website staff in the exercise section. So that was the first section I went through when I sensed to go over exercise. That sense right there. One over leadership as opposed to like a freestyle maybe. I still feel like the pressure on myself going in hardcore at times and stuff. I guess I went in too hard. I feel it. I feel the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like almost towards not pulling the muscle or anything like that. Maybe. Yeah, it might be confirmation. What should I do? I go in hard where I'm pulling muscles and shit. I'm gonna pull something else. Minor joint, I know still I know my limits and whatever. I might have exaggerated here and there. But and the recovery for that, I noticed like it might be like up to 3 days or something. I mean, when I go through shit like that, it's not all the time. Madness if it was all the time. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy. Yeah. Okay. This is then Kings before us at KINGZLOfitness. This is KINGZLOfitness. That's here. I'm myself right now out of the car in hand, and I am. Might stop. Um, I told not to put the bag together. Ranting and shit. They be saying like, I mean, even with this, okay, I keep going to the scene. Like, why am I going over certain things? So it's like, you know, $3, $6, like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, um, so let's say, okay, so let me go over DT. And uh, not that, get that one. I'm on YouTube right now. Those who got skipped, remind you, even YouTube is like, yeah, you use that conversation and it's 15 or whatever it's like. And like, so, like, when when YouTube stated, I let it go on some things, and so they be doing and stuff like this. In addition to some of you, I'm really scrolling up and down on this piece. I'm like, yo, there's a lot of information. I could have turned off the that piece on one side of it, and then there's that third side. You know what I'm saying? Now, in a way, I'm like, love over the conversation of thinking to itself, and then finally going over some things. So I want to say, something else, thinking that you should think something crazy to say, but that was just coming in, but the hard body of physical fitness. Go off and get up shirt. I'm still like in the, it's not some background. So you want to see people like the thing. For the front line, you want to see that. You want to see. You want to see the amp, some static like. Yeah. So but, things since I mentioned people fitness and so maybe like I'll come from the week like forget out what's going on. You feel me? Um, well, shout out to Conjure Queen. That chick out in Japan and shit. Like, so, so, nah, you know, you study, I'm studying. And I go through that. Not entirely hardcore. It's a comedy. It might be like this for me. But you feel for me? It's like a dream. The bad dream. This is not more or less congratulations. Like, then I said to myself, all right, so we'll go over it again. Like the scene, like based on fundamentals. Almost like when I be listening to so much stuff, you got the crossfade, I be listening to thought, but I can't. Some of it I was catch on, others I wouldn't catch on, but the ones that I don't be catching on, I just improv, it becomes actually shit in the sense. You feel me? Like, hey, oh, I can see, but then I start overthinking, start going, at night, not even thinking, but that no thought, like, and that makes me listen in. And I know I can't play the music on house, but that, I remember when I was on tour with the playing back YouTube was on some section doing this play back. So it was something that I was going to right now. Could be and then going to the the definitely make it too hard. Yeah, mind you, you know, to direct certain Don't take a combination from the combination again. They don't need that extra. You get an extra stretch in certain dynamic stretching versus static stretching. You maybe it's the muscle. And that's it. Like, recovery, like, it just makes me stronger and more mindful. It works out for everything. Yeah, no, it's me, though. Stop it. But it wasn't for feeling of empathy, being contextual, like that. But it's like either one side of the other. So you see one side is regular or one side. It wasn't working out. It's got time finally how we first that's the main trick for trick, you know what I'm saying? For so practice that for a moment. I ain't stick to it because I'm like, and that was the same time I was like practicing the goofy side, the goofy side of the sport. I'm like, I'm ranting about that shit. That could be script. In my perspective, that really I understand. I got down such otherwise I would feel perfect. You turn the narration into a commercial, explain a video that audience it's like voiceover. This is how I'm ranking thing, but I'm saying breaking it down and what's the audience key message, focus on sensitive themes to ensure clarity and every you're gonna rant that every real sense. Well even that you got characters that get okay. That's how it goes and to get in the gap. The theme is to focus on the theme. I mean, me personally, I'm okay, like, just, I guess that's it. It could be like the art of people, or people, or really, as I did with part of the workout routine, I'm thinking that full muscle that right doing certain type of not kicks per se, but certain type and it's like a dynamic stretch type, so ready to swing it around. All kinds of extra. I'm thinking that's what it's it's certain type of leg routine stuff. Yeah, some pop up and go back, go forward, go backwards. Anyway, we got the voice over. Look at my hair, look at my hair. Oh, So let's say opening that with the hook to visit the street or compelling state. I'm looking on the sidelines right here. This is why I need to have the side part in front of me. To the side, I might looking at the side, really other side. So I need to play that shit off like on the side team. And everything back down. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's going into reality. So again, this is on this number, not the strict website, but like voiceover. So, the DC, voiceover narrator, that is, that's what you title that shit. I would put this in my blog too, you know? It's like, you can take that. So it's based on my question of like, the opening, the middle, and the closing. Okay? Technically, I'm in the middle. Let's see what we can about. So hopefully, it is like, yeah, you don't have to go to that too much. But, uh, like, develop art about saying, man, it was like, say, elaborate details, challenges, or features. I like that. But, like, um, myself, that, stay strong or whatever. Or, so, like, really muscle, something that I know that there's times when I do that. Certain types of routines that I do, yeah, it's strong, but then that's what, I went in and did, I'm saying, that, and then I put it in the make it work back. Like, it was the whole of the routine, but it was kind of mixed. So now to think about that piece right there, it was thought process. It's in my head, so and I went from forward, side, bottom. Stuff. But that ain't have nothing to do with the pull and shit. That got nothing to do with that. Yeah. Even I had to get this, had to get an extra stretch. Imagine now you can pull up that, but I had to get back up on the bar and shit in this whole so to be able to stretch out, be able to stretch that shit out right there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's this feeling? So I had to, jump on the bar. At first, I was on the let's say like you see the babies doing this, but let's say at the very top of that piece, right there, compared to the pull-up bar, it's almost like 5 bar box. Kind of there's no real like grip around this thing. So it's beyond a fat bar in that sense. So they got fat bars. So you put extra have an extra grip bar to get a wider grip type thing that it's really snap form. Yo, I thought my forearm was a couple of repetitions, times 5 by 6. Oh, with the restrict form too, because uh, I guess the whole body dangling type thing, so if the body straight and narrow, straight and narrow, right? But now, because you pull up. it wasn't it was, uh, you know, pull up is different. You know, it's just straight pull up that. Pull up in that bar instead of pick my hands up out there. Just imagine using a fat bar, but that bar is twice that, twice in the twice size or that size and like the top of like see like the top of regular swings and shit. How that's a heavy bar that's holding holding shit up, swings up, and then there's the extension that reaches towards the ground. Yeah, let's say to that to the regular swing side, that's really after they get that stretch up of the muscles, something that can work out. So try to say let me really did, but not all the way to just to the sides where it actually does feel like that, like that bar. Those sidebars that's holding up the overall swings and shit. You go there, climb up to the top. Yeah, characters would go. It would sound like characters doing a regular pull up and shit. I go to the swings and climbing, yeah, right? Climbing and pulling is not the same. Different though. It's the same and it's different. Because the bar literally clothing. Summarize all of that. Yeah. Please going up again. Let's people couldn't jump yes. So you get in mind. Um, yeah, the Jaguars got that speed cat like 50%. All right, so next time you put the camera on the side, that should be fun. Like, computers in the front, man. Computer, mixing musical side of things. So, shout out to young people. I told him like, yo, keep writing. This nigga listen. That much. That's the with the thought process of thinking like freestyling is just as good. Don't get me wrong. Freestyling is that what I'm doing right now, but for you, the freestyling is the best. Like, regular writing type skills, like uh, or it depends on the person. I was thinking about some other story about stuff, and you mentioned shit about writing, like hated and stuff like shit. This should be like putting the pace and what the on the oh, we yeah, not really, not to say mindfulness, but just practical side of shit. Yeah, practice, not yeah, practical, something practical. Um, I said to myself, all right, so I finished that one book of the Affinity photo. I go over it to be like on some down and do an overview of some of the the projects that might have been slightly difficult, but might have taken time to think twice. You know, doing the movement. So we just say back to the order. but I had to stop and think and go back and do. So like scenarios like that, it's like best to capture the information and or if I'm thinking about it in my head, I'm not actually doing the work right now. As I did it, to think about it, that's done. That's in the game. So, a different type of project. I put a date on. So, so what else you saying about it? I'm like reading this shit. Even this shit is an example of like, man, 45 could have just simply in advance, write shit down, some and just do it off the summer. Stuff that's being thrown our way within the again, example with the AI type shit for a moment back and forth. And I'm like, is it really that serious? You feel me? Is it really that serious? You know, that's another question. And acting as being a script extended. Give me a script. Right? That was in the middle of uh, it's like almost like a two-dimensional versus color color. It's almost a little bit more vivid, even for the tiny icon that shows up as a logo. That's exactly what it is. They don't even show the logo. Yo, that's the thing. They don't even show it as a title for the logo in the it's not like character logo on some like a small icon and shit like that that shows up on a computer type thing. But then they show it up on the website itself too. And then you show the logo one time, two twice for the same logo. This shit don't this narration or this now voice actor website man. They the logo is but the same thing side by side. People. All right, so let me go for the section at the library. That's the class. What I do is put my hours. Content, I be like, they be like, everybody, introduce yourselves, speak your mind, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you over here, you're next. I be like, let's say everybody's standing up from their chair and speaking. Hey, you're next. I'm getting up off my chair, going to the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? Let me get the mic. It'd be like, this is KINGZLOfitness, blah, 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 blah. It's like they come to the front versus everybody else doing what they do. They stand up right there in front of, you know what I'm saying? Me, I kind of extraordinary. I feel like doing it different way. You know what I'm saying? There's times I be like, spotlight on type of situation. They got characters that's like me, but they be hating. Yo, at the job, they had a character that was like myself and Steve. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I thought I could have rocked with this shorty. Come to find out, she wants some hate. You know, the hate kind of love type. You feel me? What the fuck is this? It's crazy. What the fuck about that guy? What's going on over there? You feel me? Like, anyway, um, um, when we head back to nothing, like, we like, obvious. That's it, right? To go over this in advance. I should have this tab. I should have had a few tabs open. I got one tab for that. Five, so like, things look click. So let's got into that. No lyrics. What's some like the sound effect? The way just like, that's pretty you know what I'm saying? Like, Captain. Well, I'm like, how the fuck I remember that joint? You know what I'm saying? For so long, the 13 years, it's actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually paid attention to commercials. That was years ago. I mean, I still guess pay attention to commercials. You know, event planning, live event, finance, Christmas gallery, like, yo, all this is like, it's like way off and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I got to check on event planning. Uh, Yo, I'm not even going over that shit. Talking about some like shit. Man. This is like on some event planning. What the fuck? Live event radio commercial type shit. Getting married this year. That's what like that. You know what I'm saying? Organizing the wait, hold on. Let me see this shit. Fuck it. That's all. Commercial shit, right? So event planning, live event radio commercial via the voice actor websites that within the live event section. You don't have much categories. You don't have too much going on in the website. Like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like mind you, this joint is like again a paragraph. But it's commercial. Right? Give me a second. So again, the statement again, maybe it's like a fine print because they have this shit all the time. You are browsing the voice actor website. Free voiceover or actors script library. Use public domain voices. This properly. These public domain voice over scripts are available as a resource for voice actors to practice. They have been compiled by talent just like you who are working together to make the voiceover industry better for everyone. I just start writing shit. I'm like, what the fuck is all of this? Um, since these scripts are widely available, we suggest not using them for a demo, but they are great to practice. New or voiceover script category. Like this did in this category, like fan section or some video commercial. It's not a demo. It's just not using them as demo. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Voiceover, you gotta have a little demo type thing. Play that shit off. It's on my page and right now, but not on my YouTube and shit. It's not no demo. Anyway, getting married this year. What has a corporate function that needs all the trimming? Sophie's elegant events is your prepared event for and concierge fun. We coordinate and cater events of all sizes, specializing in theme wedding and reception. Don't wait until the spring to give us a call. We know that your wedding goes off with a hitch. And that means planning ahead now. Call us at 555-1290 to make your dreams come true. So, that was their radio commercial type. As an example, based on writers like you, the characters be writing the information. That was cool. Let me see this cat one. Absolutely. The same was applied, blah, 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 blah. The cat show live event. You know, for that live event, I, you know, say I be sneezing every time, I'm wheezing and all kinds of extra shit. You know what I mean? The allergies will kick in like no other, unfortunate. And my, you know, it's finally, hold on. It's finally here. The Cat's Meow Tour has purred its way up to Marcia's Cove. We've got Abyssinians, British short hairs, Bernese, Chantilly kittens, Cornish rexes, some splendid Egyptian mouse or moths, Japanese bobtails, Maine Coon cats, and many more. Did I mention our Russian blues, Persian, ragdolls, and pixie bob? You won't want to miss this fine array of feline. Here's your personal invitation to join us at Bloomers Fairgrounds for an all-day event from 8 to 6 on Saturday, November 12th. The Cats Meow Tour at Bloomers Fairgrounds for 1 day only. Meow. Oh, that's what they ended it with. That's what they ended it with right there. As a cat show, live event, radio commercial. Let me stop this one for a moment. Standing ovation, folks. Bring this up standing ovations. They got to the ability to not stand on it. It might be that strong. I'm not going to do it. As anybody else do. Not so much of myself. Regardless, man, around okay, so it's convenient. You got the ice cream truck coming in the back. You keep gonna be strict doing that. Like, yo, you playing some ice cream music. You playing some ice cream music in the background. That's restricted. Some BS right there. I'm like, what the? That's them doing their thing right there. I don't know what to do, but I can close the window and shit. Getting cold after all. Let's do that. Straight for this too. Like the background, yeah. So it's like it'd be like pure green and shit. If anything, all right, maybe that's why I said no. Let's see here. Yeah, the next one got like message because into the next. Never mind. Put this shit around. Yeah, if I want to go to the computer. All right, so bad. Oh, cool. I am in front of the computer. So that's that one. A little more aerodynamics. Let's see. Flip this from the script. Yo, this shit is green as fuck right there. Nothing don't show. The computer don't show. It's from a distance. It don't show the distance. My hands are finding this shit unbelievable. It's all good though. with the main focus on self. Feel me? All right, let me a few things here. So it's like, if anything, from typing away and shit, we was talking, this shit started getting talking, so the whole thing might turn green. Only reason why they call it gangrene. You want to green screen. That's crazy. Right there. Only reason why they call it gangrene. Only reason because we got it gangrene. It needs to be seen like everywhere right now. Well, yourself, gotta edit this shit. This one, that's another thing. So at least the good thing about certain things is go back and edit shit. They do it out there. That thing. That kind of shit. This rant is more or less a reminder to myself to do certain things. But yeah, it's like a reminder of certain things I can get done. And I get to a main focus soon. So this is like me going into this shit, but it's like a break in a way too. Gotta take a break from not from social media per se, but work in general. It's work related shit. Because last night finished up, or even today before I went to sleep, I just finished up that book right there. So just gotta go over shit. Kind of weird statement. Saying it's just real shit at the same time. That's cool. So I can focus on myself, see myself. Can I see myself typing or doing some other things? Yeah, cat show live event. Okay, so yeah, event planning, let's say Fireman's Christmas. Yeah, firefighters doing their thing. Yeah, the Christmas guy, the commercial, right? Live event, radio commercial, the Christmas guy. Let's see, let me bring up this thing to make it easier. All dressed up with nowhere to go. Think again. Fireman's annual Christmas gala is just around the corner. Early bird tickets are selling fast for this black tie event, so make sure that you take down this phone number in order to secure your table. Ready? Dial 555-7812 to reserve your table now. Visa and MasterCard is accepted. A limited number of tickets will be available at the door, so order in advance to secure your table and save. But anyway, so that was that joint right there. All right, so where to say Webinar portfolio? The various things is the mix list, right? And they showed initially like the various other voice actor websites. Right? So, they view more designs, this, than the other. Other services include web design specialty for voice, specifically for voiceover, for voice acting. You don't realize I'm a web designer. Combination, you know what I'm saying? I'm a jack of all those trades in that sense. The digital trade, I'm a jack of all trades. Okay? web design specifically for voice actors. When you look at these sites to be like not comparing contrast type scene. Like I know, for instance, like me behind this green screen, it'd be like me behind some other, like me in front of some other background. So voiceover actor, webs, voiceover. I mean, you see, but not initially to focus on voiceover per se, even though it's uh, so voiceover and web development, design and marketing, affordable and fast, customized quotes for free quote contact us now. Your web design. And he tried to throw that shit down where it's like on some technological UI UX and shit. Like costumes, voiceover, whatever. They make it look all like okay, so voiceover that voiceactor.com do it yourself. Wait, um yeah, do it yourself where it's like our easy DIY builder. Oh, even got my it says use your domain. So I got two domains to start. It says use your domain, yourname.com type cn2.com. Access all website templates, changes template, anytime, review the edits, design, coding needed, audio demos, playable and downloadable audio demo and analytics, third-party demo, player integration, client performance. So you see here, Google Analytics integration, free SSL certification, client payment link via your PayPal, client payment via PayPal, got link, client payment via PayPal, AI-powered brand creation tool, AI-powered bio writer, okay, website hosting included, blah, right? So with that said, I could design also Field Pro, which has additional features, Field Pro Plus or Field Pro Custom. You know what I'm saying? All the bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? That's what it says. All the bells and whistles. The last time I heard that was back in college, and that shit stuck with me. Mind you, even the professor, I think it was Russian and stuff. Russian and stuff. He mentioned bells and whistles about technology. So what kind of technology was he was going over? Can't recall. But just things, that statement about bells and whistles. It has something to do with I think a database. Maybe it was like a database type of application. Option one. I ain't going over none of this page. You think they have it's a thing like a demo of the website for voiceover actors. I see it in my head. I like to see what I'm seeing technically speaking, and even rearrange things to recreate shit. I gotta um that's good. Where we at with this? Where is this? This is in the journal section. I'm gonna put in freelance video editing. I gotta get into. I gotta edit some shit. I gotta put on my tablet. I gotta edit. I came from my phone when I was doing some type of routine. Even today, I was like, still from my phone. And then I used to sci-fi with me just to get started and take my. Let me move this to video editing. So I might have changed the title so that then it would go to I'm not gonna add anything. The thing that the creative arts, to put it in there. That art, that's the creative arts. Put it there. It says that author dive into program. I see them dive into my head. That is the title. For the description. This is fire though. Like this piece right here. This is a very helpful perspective. Um, this concept of progressing faster on a new point. So people using all kinds of extra content pieces, like you have to go into a video game and play and use that as content. Video game inside. I got my device here. I got two devices, but this one is short, so you can see it. Retroid Pocket Game. for myself, like, area, right choice. Right, your choice today you play those two games, and you play Android games. So the Android games I can play it off and be like, play the shit, play it, and talk about it and everything like that. But initially, this particular so website, this particular it says make tech easier, right? Make tech easier. That's the name of the website, maketechEasier.com. It goes over an article. It says progressing faster online games. Okay? But it says initially top tips for progressing faster on a new online game. So they took off some keywords, took off some words. They just kept the keywords in the mix away from the title. Right? And I'm looking at their logo, which is a perfect example of the make tech easier. It shows three different colors, and it shows the same thing for even if it's as small as it is. It shows it in that special Famicom. That's what it is. That's that little icon for the logo. Right? But it could have so make tech easier in a sense, like how they have it stretched out for the original wording and stuff. I'm thinking they could have put like let's say make tech easier on top of each other for the if I was to be a designer, I would put it for the Famicom. And I might just like send them a message on that because it looks like it's take it's small on some lengthy shit versus small on some like one on top of each other, almost like a box looking. And I think that was that what I'm stating, the latter it seems to be better visually. So it's good to have so sometimes it's good to have the same logo but a different layout. For the game setting. All right, this article is about read the tutorial. Okay? Let me do something real quick. EF that I don't know what it is pronounce initially. Emulation station, my bad. So emulation station front end. Right? Yeah, at first I still need to tweak it after all these I think 2 years. Because like before this Retro Pocket 5, but Retro Pocket 4 Pro, right? The 4 from London. Had the 2, yeah, I thought I had it's just the 2 that I had, not the 2 Plus. The regular 2 was the, I was rocking it, that's what that's right there. But it wasn't a fun. It got better with this piece 4. So you're like, oh, that's the final one. I'm not getting no more. Then the Cube came out. So, oh, that's just mad cute. And it's smaller and more portable and stuff. But something about like that, my fingers with my thumbs were flexing, pressing button. You relax my thumbs and play. So that's what it is with the Record Pocket 4 Pro with the extended pieces here, the grip extension. So my thumb doesn't have to flex inwards and moving this shit around. But instead, you can move it around with that extended out. Same with this B, like the B button and the A button also. I remember playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Nintendo on the Cube, on the RG Cube. I'm like, but my thumbs feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't use it. So like, I'm gonna sell that shit or give it away. And even with the grip, it doesn't extend out so to stretch my thumb. Yeah, flex my thumbs. And then I looked on about this an emulation station. I think my shit the book. I was gonna get back to the cube since I still have it. Like, oh, maybe exception, maybe find a way how to use it without. I'm like, nah, that's really tough. Or even if they had maybe if they had better grip extension for it, if they don't, you kind of just fixated on the one because initially people going to be like, oh, I'm not satisfied with this one. Maybe the next one. No, that's all it is. I mean, it's like, I got like 3 or 4 of these personally within the years that passed. not like like 13 years out of the 4 to 5 years. I like that. But again, this is the four, so and before a while back it was the two, and then it was the 2 plus, then it was the three, and then it became the four. So and stuff like four and stuff. So when I had the two, I had that again. And somewhere in the mix after the two, so let me see. I think Amateur when was in the base, and it was cool for a while, but then it died. Even when I took it apart and everything, that shit was mad cool. The insides and everything, that shit was fire. And they have a proper let's put that in the description. And they have a and they have a thing right there. Right down here, the description. And they have a thing right there. Yeah, extension for that joint. Their because my shit was still rocking the other one that I had, the ambulance. I would have never got the key for that. I would have never got that key. But the facts right there. Right there. So the facts got they would have been the main two pieces. I still got the two the third target two. One of the controllers, the button, that one button that they had before it started. No, it was I can't say garbage, but you know what I'm saying? It's bad. I'm like trying to contradict the shit like that. Shit is bad. That's the controller. That one button and shit that's like on the fortunately it's not used all the time. I don't use it all this button all the time on the lower left hand side, right side. But, so, like the signal button, this lower piece that this joystick, joystick and the other joystick. This other joystick is used often, but this one is not used as much in a way. Um, especially for the older games. So it's like it's all good on that retro pocket two for the older game system, which like need to like I just leave that as is and maybe get maybe, maybe not. It's just like this particular quality for this particular retro pocket four pro. It's like I think something about the battery that I'm not feeling. Battery I think is game 35% right now. Yesterday was like 10 times. I only played like one or two games on the shit, but it was high quality, higher end. I got Batman shit on some on a PDS. Like, that's pretty fire. You know, that's it. 9/11. Oh, what's in power for the past over there? I say to the ancestors, known and unknown. Oh, everybody will pass in that day. I say, I say. I need to put down this in the description also about the spiritual side of it. Because again, this is the rant. Don't come out. So, so I should just make my main website on spiritual shit, and then there's like everything else. You feel me? Because in this world, it's kind of like that. You know, it's like the known and unknown and shit. And fortunately, I am that powerful. I just need to really tap in. It's like one of those things where he gets you doing other things to distract oneself instead of going through this uh rant type video and shit for over an hour for one, and going over some of these pieces, FD front end, emulation station, desktop edition, blah, blah, blah. Like seeing, I'm looking over this shit right now. I'm like, is it really that serious? You feel me? I went over this shit already. You got the updated version of it. So I need to go over this particular website of themes. There's I think there's that one theme that I'm feeling. These other themes are garbage and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it like that. What else is my fault? You know what I'm saying? Like there was some features that was kind of that threw me off a bit, and I didn't even put in to have those features inside of emulation station for committing uh, it as the main uh, 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 main screen and shit like that. Still gotta use the ID show. You feel me? I still gotta use the ID show in that thing. But I guess in due time, so not even supposed to be in this one. But it's that one by Retro Game Corp. I got this because the instructions. I watched over that shit yesterday, and they had take notes on certain type of features to finish up the installation. Not even installation, but put initial features inside of SD, inside of emulation station, to finalize it and lock it in as the main piece. But I'm not sure I can't do that. That's one of mine. Let's go put it on paper. Yes, pen and paper. Pen and paper. How the pen and paper show real good versus digital pieces with my let me see. This is a game system. So Tuesday, May 27th. So oh shit. So today is like on the 9, 7, 9 day. Today alright, so let me do something about that XP game. EFBD configuration. Let's write shit down. We gotta finalize the big new channel from YouTube to there's a reason for the SP, but I'm feeling that shit. We have the features. We have the books of the instructions for the games, and most of them, more than half, like 75% or whatever, right? Plus 75 plus. And lo and behold, like I don't know what search I did initially to get to this top tips for progressing faster on a new online game. What the fuck I reached over here? You know what I'm saying? Let me go for it. And okay, maybe prior to that, the seed. What I did, where was that before? Yeah, and I guess it was there we go. It was based on emulation station. Oh, Digesho, actually. Same website talking about Digesho. Okay, so this website going on computing, mobile, lifestyle, PC guide, reviews, explain, search, and they got and they have a menu bar that's technically when they get smaller, it should have all those navigation and finish. But it's like outside of itself. As I click onto it, this almost reminds me of what it should look like on the footer. If you scroll down to see, that'd be some shit too. So the footer is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. Footer has like a let's say a catchphrase of the title and then semi-title with like paragraph corner, and then it shows the link to Facebook, X and the rest of them. What's this butterfly? It says Fellow make tech easier in on blue sky. So I think that's the social media piece. So that's something different right there. Even on Pinterest, I never got Pinterest for a little bit. Pinterest, I thought it was just for like photographers or whatever. And got Facebook, of course. And then there's like what I don't see as much, or it's been a minute, RSS feed. I didn't really pay attention to that. It's kind of like a thing though. It's kind of like a forum, kind of like a whatever. What the fuck is this butterfly doing? And that first one again with that RSS feed. RSS feed, okay, no. RSS feed initially is like, yeah, we're talking about but then but I got to dive deeper into that again with YouTube. But it deals with what do you think? It deals with so let's say if there's an update, I guess of a forum piece or a page, no, or a post, we go into the feed. Let me YouTube that because RSS feed has been on the web for 10 years, and I really still know because the weather on my arm, the time I walk with it was what it should be from forefront of that. But now back on with this shit, like all this speed. Even when I was off because I was still on. It was on that practice side. So let me do something with it. And there's that AI from Brave in that sense. This is powerful. It's not, I can't say it's not more powerful. But, I'm just putting that down because it's almost embarrassing. You kind of embarrassing to know too much about. I know a little something about it, but never connected. And this website is kind of lit right there. I get top, like, yeah, shit, this website so it goes over to make tech easier.com. I configured the ID show, but it's not. You see if they have a thing right there on it's crazy. Even though, let me see, maybe some other shit. WordPress themes. These are like other searches that I did initially. So we might we talk about computing all that. As an example, like 15 results. So it's like you talk about shit. How you use WordPress for code to add no code website people. So what is headless WordPress? You know what I'm saying? Like, they diving in. Best way to manage automatic WordPress updates. Customize WordPress blog. So in my work process, like very shit that I'm doing. I'm like I gotta do the same thing that they're doing in that sense. I see that as a new blog, but WordPress platform to make it close to how they're doing it, but not too much on the tech side itself. But the tech I gotta do. I'm saying like I deal with physical movements, kind of extra. I'm not that kind of tech type. You feel me? So that might be good too. That is good. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, when you get a muscle pull like I do at times, once in a blue and shit, that feeling right there when you kind of loosen it up, just unloosen it. It's not. So, it's crazy. All right, so if I can see what else we got to work with. So they look at other things that I went through in that sense. So let's say Affinity photo. Here's data on it. Like best photo alternatives for Mac. Pick of the best photo editing app. How to make your first NFT. Yo, as an artist, I'm surprised I even do that shit yet. I got some ideas right there. I got some pieces that's on some next level shit. And some people be like, you gotta do something with that. All right, the $30 fitness practice. My daughter the other day when we was walking, she was like, "We went 5,000 miles. I went to double that." I'm like, and then she talking about her feet hurt when she was home and shit. You want to go double that speed? You want to go double that? You wanna go 10,000 miles? I'm like, double that. To go 10,000. I'm like, you gotta be real conditioned. It's gonna be a minute. That's like going to Flatbush and easily. It's like 70. It's like 7,500 miles. 75. Sorry, 7,500 steps away. 7,500 steps. You want to get conditioned to go out here with me, Thursday? You and your goal is like 10,000. That's possible. But then the best Adobe InDesign alternative. So as I'm going over this search, yo, this shit is good. This website. But initially I want to do this other search. I gotta duplicate this. Fuck. I'm gonna have some websites that there's some many going on. That it up. So we went over that ID show. We got still get that short that version versus with the phone hand. Yeah, looks like you gotta type that up. Useful tips to improve emulation performance in retro tie. That's a different uh, gaming platform or whatever. The sense that uses same shit that my retro pocket Pro 4 Pro actually has. So same thing. Alright, so on Raspberry Pi version of shit, how to transfer ROMs, going through Android TV joints, don't throw away. Don't throw away that. 7 ways to make good use of your old game console by making it an emulated system. Don't throw it away. What the fuck do I throw away these shit? They know better. Um, somewhere else I'm gonna go with this. To move forward even. We got the emulation station with this. So, put my PC guidance. I'm like clicking on this shit to top it off. I already got my computer, but that's what I need. It's on a hard drive, maybe. I got this one right here in front of me. And I still need to dive into it and maybe to like refresh it where it's like empty and or figure out how to get to confiscate my data from Infinity and then erase the rest of shit. It's like rough or whatever. I gotta see all that. I still see it in my head. So initially, I don't really need like external shit. It's already if it's necessary, it's inside. If it's there's like almost like all of this opinion shit, and if it's that real good shit, it's kept inside for future reference. But, oh, and this shit, that's an alternative. I don't go for that. I think that's photo editing app. No, first NFT joint. I mean, NFT shit. So, what year was that? 2022. When it just maybe those times was like some shit though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he bugging and shit. Look at this bitch. This truck number 48. It's not a dollar sign, but I guess that currency, but it's like almost 2,000 in that sense of that currency. And it's doors drop. Can't even click on the image, make it bigger. For example, from that website, the page I found, they took that shit off. Maybe they sold it and they can't display it. The way you sell these, it's a piece that's online. It's not even physical. People spending money for that shit. I make your own NFT. With the real talk, it's like, if that's the case, I'll be like, you make my shit and sell that shit. Then I wasn't thinking too much. It was like a thought was there, it was back on my type thing. It was in the front line. There's other things going on. So kind of like, why am I in here? I have to promote other stuff. I'll go into go through it through the deep secret, clubhouse. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah. And if it's like if I can't go through it with deep secret, it's like I don't think it's needed to go through it for now. 20. Go to, yeah, speed. All right, so I'm gonna open up another chat. I always say speed. I'm gonna get back to that in a few. At least they have it. DeepSeek says you can't save your shit, but it's actually is saved. You can't like for today, yesterday, all that conversation we have. Whatever. They say it's not saved in a way. So, oh man, like going on. And they say like, okay, so this is YouTube, showing on YouTube. I should go on TikTok. Should have been on TikTok. I should go. I should have been on that shit. Ranting on TikTok. I'm gonna I guess another as we going through the NFT shit, starting new conversation. I like to try to go to YouTube. It's like my daughter should go through YouTube in that sense, like, and she gaining a lot of knowledge and resources surpassing me and shit. Like the fuck? How you know this? That? You know what I mean? Certain type of things. I'm like, I guess one of the bright sides, because on the spiritual side of things, like she ain't studying what I'm studying, teaching her certain things, but she ain't trying to hear that shit. But once you hear from other kids that's doing that shit, then she jump on board and just the next generation type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even as a young old timer as I am, like, I guess kids ain't trying to hear me do stuff. Depends. Yo, this workout I did away from the corner of my. I mean, that's it. I'm good there. Great brother has some other ill on AI. So, why is TikTok full of more? Sorry, why is Rick full of TikTok? What is TikTok? Guys, I understand the social media. What? What? Which is jumping in because that's another sales company for websites. And they just, they put in their 2 cents. I'm like, anyway. All right, so let's read off what they with this brave AI. I think it's called Leo or something. What they say. And strangely enough, this is some weird shit, weird fucking coincidence. So I'm a cusp to Leo, Virgo. Right? Tell me why at the park these little characters, this one little character talking about when's your birthday is down the other to the next one. And he talking about how he is, or some shit about either himself or the next one. How you talking about you a Leo, you a Virgo, or some shit like that? Because they're cusp right there. Too. And I think just yesterday I was going over some shit on some like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, too much coincidences out here in this world. For real, for real. Shit is crazy. I'm at the park, I hear that shit else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Weird shit, bro. It is weird. I seen this little shorty on at the park also. Like, I think a young mother type scene. Said she had a new baby. I'm like, I said to myself, because you remind me of this chick that was in my dream and shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But then I seen the kid, I'm like, nah, that's not her. Doesn't say it like that. Like a newborn baby or something. Maybe it was real small. So I don't know. Shit like but the chick, she remind me of like this chick that was in my dream and shit. I'm like, you got a chick? I'm like, nah. I kid. Let me start home. Because even another thing that was even more kind of weird, I guess, not weird, but different. You know what I'm saying? You got you know, uh, women that got kids, but they single still. You feel me? Still single. So I know she was single. But, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be some weird, that's just too much coincidence out here. You feel me? Shit is weird, yo. Maybe she even seen me in the dream too. Like, she must have been like, all right, for a moment, she looking at me and shit. And like, yeah. So okay, so TikTok versus I'm all out there with this shit on some live talking that shit. It's all good stuff. You know? All right, let me see if we got the screen so we get the shit even better. The best thing about shortcut keys, you know, when make the screen bigger, make the words bigger. As if it's like a teleprompter. People spending money on a teleprompter, all they need to do is like learn their keyboard shortcuts and find out how to make the screen, you know what I'm saying, make the words bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's what the teleprompter is made for. It's like a bigger, it's like just stand away, just stand from a distance like this and start yapping and shit. But that yap is from the teleprompter. You just reading off the damn script and stuff. Feel me? I'm like, before buying a teleprompter, you simply control plus and shit and make the damn words bigger as I'm doing right now. Again, make it even bigger. How much percentage is this? 200%. And that's still smaller than what the teleprompter shows. The 200% expands, let's say like 3 columns and shit, make it as 1 column. You feel me? So 3 columns of shit unnecessary, or 2 columns within the browser. Like, expand because the words are getting bigger. So from left to right, you got this. You got so teleprompter. What? Anyway, so TikTok versus YouTube. But Brave browser AI wheel. These are the key differences and considerations. The video format and length. TikTok videos are 15 to 120 seconds long. It's short. With a 9 vertical format. However, you can create TikToks up to 10 minutes more. So let's say these YouTubes break shit down, chop it up, throw that shit up on YouTube. TikTok little pieces, little bits and pieces. That's what they did with the Richard Jamal. They say you got like he rant forever on some spiritual shit. Same as for the Panic, Bobby Hammett, um, and the rest of them, right? The rest of the crew, right? So they take like little snippets and put it on their TikTok and shit on some like, you know what I mean? Rashad Jamal be like, yo, that's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the word being spread out there on TikTok. He don't got no TikTok channel type scene. He said before, I don't know if he got that shit now, but you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So so within shit. So within YouTube different, right? I think I'm doing this video like over an hour and shit on YouTube. All right, so YouTube supports long form videos up to 12 hours, bro. They got characters who be going in. Shade of Brother Panic, that he passed enough. Okay? This nigga would go in. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't doing 12 hours, he'd be like 8 hours here, and the next 8 hours is double good. Part two. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Also, YouTube also offers short form videos through YouTube Shorts, which can be up to 60 seconds long. So it'll be like a combination, like 3 times. You feel me? All right, so audience, right? So, oh shit, we close to each other with the audience right there. So on average, all right, so let's say, like we're rounding shit off, it's almost 2 billion, right? So TikTok has around 1.7 billion, almost 2 billion users with a predominantly younger demographic. So, example, my daughter, she almost cried over the fact that TikTok was lost for that day. We're like, false alarm. But she not that she almost cried, she felt away like everybody else on that bitch. I'm like, damn, everybody feel that way for TikTok. You really? All right, so young demographic, primarily teenagers to young adults. Right? YouTube boasts over 2 billion, so went 2 billion plus, over 2 billion users with a diverse demographic ranging from all ages and walks of life. I think the same goes with TikTok also with the walks of life. But literally all walks of life in that sense for YouTube. So yeah, it's like that. Even yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Like listen to this Indian chick, you know what I'm saying, on some like some nail cut. You know? Still gotta go over that shit. That shit was like we talking about that's like some study shit though. And fortunately in the mix she mentioned, you get the calculations easy, fast with the computer, blah blah blah. But to get the overstanding of it, you feel me? To really go in and get the study. You can capture the shit, they tell you a little something. What they gonna do with it though? You feel me? In a way with the AI. That's why AI ain't really shit to me. Because I'm not diving in that deep on my own. Letting the computer do that shit for me. That's almost like I'm not sure if it was in Seinfeld's show or whatever, but they had mentioned this shit about Seinfeld, right? Where I think one of his friends, so he delegated somebody else to read a book and get back to him on the book. Who the fuck gonna gain that main knowledge from the book? The one who read it. Get a summary version of this shit. What is that really? It seemed like that's what even Brother Panic mentioned and other people mentioned about taking the information, chopping shit up, and spreading it out to the public type scene. Those are like little tidbits. It's not the bigger picture, and it's not. It might not connect as it should, because that other pieces is like examples of what with that main situation. Those are taken away. Anyway, so with editing, right? Right, so that's okay. So the video format and the length. That's the audience. Now the audience. Okay, I stated that. So the ads. So TikTok features in-feed TikTok ads and branded ads. YouTube includes pre-roll ads, mid-roll ads, and display. So yo, real talk though. Let's get back to the advertising. So even kids on TikTok, for instance, with my daughter and that, so are going through like product reviews and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I gonna mention yeah, with hair and shit. How about that? Little girls with their hair and shit, right? She becoming pro with her shit. Like at the same time, like, oh, I mean, I gotta go on TikTok and do my thing. So the editing side, right? Just the advertising stuff. I still gotta go over that. And it shows okay, fortunately within Leo, that's crazy. Like, it shows the links to it, like 2, 3, and 4 for both of them. So it compares the two of them with the advertisement. I got to dive deeper. That's the thing. So it shows a summary of this shit. But in my account, in that sense, the best thing to do is dive deeper to really get the grasp of what the hell you know what I'm saying, what is it, right? Editing side of it, portion is the same 2, 3, 4 pages or whatever. Sorry, 2, 3, and 4 website. It says 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, and 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 plus two more. The conclusion. So we have two other websites. Let's say the main 2, 3, and 4 websites. To go over extension. See what's good. The summarized version. I'm saying like they go over the website stuff and then summarize it. So, because it's that's the speed of an AI. It's the speed of the computer. They saying how a computer's gonna take over. So, I mean, AI gonna take over shit. How the fuck they gonna take over shit? You still gotta be the one thinking. Anyway, the only thing is that I think the only difference is people being lazy about that shit. The reason being they're not going over number 2, number 3, number 4, which is, for instance, Riverside website. It says YouTube Shorts versus TikTok, which is the best. And then there's Shopify's version of shit, TikTok versus YouTube, which is better for brands. This was back in 2024. And then Caster, their title states TikTok versus YouTube. Which platform should you? Dot, dot, dot. So those three pieces, right? And it goes over with the Shopify. Plus, YouTube's algorithm is less adventurous than TikTok's. Okay, so uh, basing its recommendations on how viewers interact with your content. This means you're more likely to have a smaller but dedicated following in your niche. Yo, real talk. Let's see how to put this again. Different page. Um, so, for instance, no, it's really good to go to keep seeking perspective and or feel and or other AIs as long as you dive deeper. Let's get the summarized version and say, oh, okay, next. Keep it moving. Nah, you dive deep. All right, so let's say for instance, editing. Uh, so TikTok offers built-in creative tools, effects, and filters. Uh, Many creators use third-party apps for more advanced editing. I said that in my head about photo. Oh shit! So the battery power is there, 15%. Bring this up. Bring this up. I got that. I'm charging the game controller. I should have charged my my computer, but it's there right now. I went from the game controller to the to this phone. I said, yeah, the same charger and shit for the computer, like the same charger for the phone. That's what's up. Um, That's the main shit. It's really cool. And the same control, same for the for my Android tablet. My tablet, but that shit is reference. I think just because I can plug this the same plug. Why I said that? Because yeah, just the same. Why I said that even was in addition, I have a funny feeling with I can't say that. I said it. I can't say it. Yeah, let's say it. But yeah, let's it's my head. So even the head. All right, so somewhere in the mix of what I stated, when I go back to this again, if you tell me if anything, subconscious mind, it's that ill thinking. Be like, oh shit, man. All right, so editing it has effects in itself within TikTok. YouTube though provides a basic video editor, but most creators use third-party software for uploading. So, but actually, like on this account, this right now, this situation, shit is like live right now. It's gonna be loaded, saved after the fact. It takes a while to process, especially if it's long like this. It takes maybe even the similar time frame to have it fully processed. Because processing, after I'm finished with this shit, is gonna have to go through a process, get ingrained into YouTube, and then eventually I have to extract it from YouTube to edit it. So, it's a combination of shit. It's not that. Um, so yeah, again with the editing, the music wise, TikTok features an extensive royalty-free music library. Now you see that there's other keywords. Okay, so as what I was saying about AI versus, let's say there versus these tutorials. I don't have to dive into tutorials that. Whoa. Okay. I went to tutorial hell with the web development. I was going through a little something with the Affinity photo. Almost went there 3 times, 3 different ways. Versus some ways to go over that one book. 3 times. Second time would be like, I'm going to that shit easy. I'm familiar with the Photoshop in my past. And this is a 3D photo, which is very similar to Photoshop. So most of the book is literally green, as even the author mentioned. It was a few that was like not confusing. You go into it again, dive deeper, and think different. And there's the extra, let's say the other book from Darren, who focuses on infinity focus and infinity everything. I can go over that slowly but surely if I need to. There's one part that's just, let me say like different sections, slowly but surely. Not even to do the work, but to go over the theory. If I have to go over the work, I'm gonna use different photos, different ways to shift manipulation. If you have something that looks good, I need to manipulate it similar, or create something similar. Okay, so let's say really extensive. YouTube joint, so including popular and trending songs. For YouTube version offers royalty-free music, but creators need a license for popular songs to avoid copyright claims. You can get away with mad shit on TikTok. But YouTube, you don't see that shit. I remember when I had my the post that I had with the music in the background while I was working out back in the days. And now you can see YouTube looked at that and said, "Oh, something's going on here." TikTok will look at that shit and be like, "Okay." All right, so live streaming. With TikTok, you know it's a live stream. It requires YouTube, actually, at least, okay, so it's saying, the YouTube requires channel verification and at least 50 subscribers without any live streaming restriction in the past 90 days. So in some ways, I got to be on my feet with rules. Of course, that sense, but they're not playing. You know? I know some influencers where some of them got suspended or have extra for the certain things that they that restriction. And I said to myself, all right, so these three top websites that are referencing go over the loop, and then from there you take notes from the actually the part to free one yeah, I'm saying like my free will and way so first and play that show for other businesses and say web development or graphic editing, music. All right, so live streaming. Yes, yes. Monetization. The TikTok monetization through TikTok creator fund requires a minimum of 1,000 paid in the last 30 days and 1,000 followers. Available in US, UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. So if I was to do this book to another country, I would say something like that. Right next to US is the UK. UK, still there. Then there's Germany, and then there's France, and Spain. That's the thing about UK. Two. Okay, so that's for TikTok monetization. YouTube's monetization. It says, wow. All right, so monetization for YouTube partner program, 1,000 subscribers and 10 million valid public short views. That's 90 days. We gotta make bad short. The shorts, and then it multiplies itself. Short, within a 90-day vaccine. Creators can earn from ad revenue, channel membership, super chats, and merchandise show. So let's say, for instance, okay, so initially with all this university, I'm like this. So I decided to subscribe. So for a year, you can Skillshare. These Skillshare artists is like myself. Um, this based on even this shit that I'm going and also including, of course, you know, sure. All right, so let me see. Monetization, yeah, we got the algorithm, and then the TikTok. We're gonna put down the video for the TikTok post. So the algorithm and engagement. Algorithm is known for its ability to make content go viral quickly, focusing on trends and user engagement. So YouTube's one focus on user interaction, the smaller, more dedicated content specific. So for me, for instance, as I'm here right now, so I should have so this is the quick to be ranting without so that's one of that's probably the case with the title or the thumbnails are still the same flex like you expect content creation based on the creation so content creation because ideal for TikTok, ideal for quick viral content and short form video. Content is trend based and short lived. So whatever trending, that's it. At times, you hear from certain people and they maybe accidentally slip of the tongue and they give you your props. State you are a trendsetter. I just need to put my shit together. Because even some old school joints that I did, I mentioned with the skateboarding, got video clips of that shit right there. You see, like I can still remember the one clip when I'm at the backyard and stuff. Practically. All right, so a YouTube version of the content creation suitable for longer, more detailed offers a versatile platform with very effectively from tutorials to blog. This plan is a simply come up with down the eyes to make both unique opportunity for content. Yes, sir. You're ready to charge more on something.
What's weird is the fact that as soon as I started smoking, yo, this shit went back on some like refreshed itself. You said something about YouTube. I think if I go over the 2 hour mark, I believe I just did, it resets itself. So with the processing going on with that, so it's processing the last 2 hours, and it's just remade another live, almost back to back. New shit. I ain't see that before. Unless I ain't go over 2 hours, something like that. Make some notes, maybe. I think yeah, my thing was more or less the fact on that technical side of shit. I need to get the fuck out of there. I mean, I think I'm still there, but I need to not dive as deep as I did before, because that didn't make no. That made sense though. Especially as they doing like no code now. The fuck I was busy doing waste. That's like a waste of my time. That was not really though. construction workers do they work for houses and shit, and then like then there's the people who maintain the houses, like plumbers coming in to do the work, or some carpenter coming in to do work, or what have you, here and there for the house. Same rules apply with me as a character contractor and our sense of the web contractor or whatever type scene. Same shit. It's the same thing. Instead of a house, it's a website. So each website is like a house. You know what I'm saying? And you call on me to do that plumbing in the house type. It's an example. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not plumbing per se, or any kind of any type of contracting as they would do physically for a house, but the rules would apply for a website. You got your guy right here, KINGZLOfitness, the art of KINGZLOfitness. And I stay taking notes. You know what I'm saying? So that's like reference right there. I go over that references and shit. Or even if I don't go back over the notes, the hand-eye coordination that goes into the system twice. Not only did I, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's like it's like doing the work and observing and going over it again, going through that observations and diving deeper. You know what I'm saying? And talking about conclusion is like both TikTok and YouTube offer unique opportunities for content creators. TikTok is like excellent for reaching a younger audience and creating viral content, while YouTube is better for building loyal following and creating in-depth, long-form content. Depending on your goals and target audience, you might choose one platform over the other, or use both to maximize your reach and engagement. I'm using both, or about to like dive deeper into TikTok type of shit because I just need to do that. So I gotta close off some of these to dive deeper into these. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put this on within like the freelance section of the workstation as an example. That definitely goes in there now. Categories and shit that I have these pieces. Is WordPress joint and a PHP Pro. Let me see the PHP. No, unfortunately, I'm good. I'm good. I could keep that open, but literally, I'm good. It's like I went through PHP before, going over it. I can go over it again as I wish. I don't have to dive into it as I was doing with other programming, uh, uh, with other programs. Because I've been through that shit already, and I'm going over it again. But the same syntax or whatever. To really go over it again is more or less be like, okay, I'm gonna go over it right now as a content creation piece. You feel me? And or some kind of project, literally. You feel me? Or a combination of the two. Yeah, combination of the two. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta go into some. You see, I keep telling myself because consistently, I need to stretch. I need to stretch. I need to stretch. This pull, my muscle. So it's like that's a good reminder. It's like it's fucked up. All right, so as I highlight two, click on it. Control click. It's not going anywhere. As I highlight it, and I guess I gotta scroll over it, then control click. Yep. Next one, control click. Next, control click. So each one shows like a little summary version of shit too. Like for instance, this let's see. Click on it. Click out. All right, so the second one. Okay, so um, like it shows. I guess it's a part of the the first paragraph maybe. So I'm gonna look and see if that's the case, so I don't read it twice and shit. I see this. Okay, TikTok saw 672 million downloads. Hold on. Undefined. within the huge audience potential type scene, so you're showing that part. It's a lot more before that. All right, so each yeah, so there's no need to read over um, what each one summarizes. Like this one says YouTube and TikTok different drastically. It's inside of the Let me make sure. I say different drastically. Hold up, hold up. There it is, right there on the top. And the third one again. Make sure. Just making sure. So two, three, and four. The fourth one. Speaking of money, let's see. Search for that. There it is. That's like they highlighted like certain section. That's like part of the overview. That's not even the. It's like there's the regular intro, and then they go into an overview. I guess a part of the intro, and they go overview of TikTok and various other things. Even a table of contents, right? That's nice. So those three I gotta keep open and dive deeper into the read and make some notes. And maybe dive deeper into the summarized notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Say A and B. A is TikTok, B is YouTube. Caster.com, uh, Shopify.com, as well as Riverside.com. So Shopify is similar to thing also. You gotta think about all that shit. Shopify is similar to Wix in a way, where those two platforms is similar to WordPress. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I had WordPress way back when. Recently, I just got WordPress again. But before that, I was just going in from scratch within like a third party website, though not directly scratch onto my own website, which I should have did before even deciding to say okay, put a WordPress in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I could do mad shit. I got mad shit to do. I could do mad shit and I got mad shit to do at the same time. That's is that the catchphrase? You know what I'm saying? That's some notes. Wow, man. Quotes or something like here. Yeah, I can't OD on the day today the way I worked out. Or can I? Can I? Live for entertainment. I gotta change. Yeah, I definitely gotta change the thing like this. And I could just go in and say something about that, like rant, and then certain type of title type shit, and really just dive into that kind of focus. And I see where others has done that in a way where even if they were, I can't even say that. I was about to say even if they were web developers or engineers, because those are close to each other in that sense, like myself in a way with web development. Um, and I think with that though, it's like for others, like let's say for instance, I would compare it to another individual who left their job to do this type of work in a sense, and she's a nurse or even was a nurse. She still has a license and a niners, but she doing it up bigger, much bigger than what she than what she was earning in that sense as a nurse. Shout out to her. I can't mention names right now. Let me see something. If anything, if need be, I'd be like, oh, name and description or continuation or whatever. Or I just show props with the link towards the person I'm speaking of. But they on point. There's reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so YouTube Shorts video. I'm gonna let this go because I gotta dive into my head with this shit. Like, for real, for real. And other things. It's a combination, like actually. So no more tutorial help. Tutorial help is similar to this though. Um, it's more or less like the more like the instruction sense for going in, but doing one's own research versus somebody else doing the research and you're just going over their works. That was literally like, for instance, another part of before going to sleep, going over like marketing. You know what I'm saying? I could do that I gotta do that in a different way. There's like a woman do Skillshare. She's cool. It's just how long is this video goes? Well, how much links it makes to get different types of videos combination on some odd beat hours. Where fortunately she has this the version of the PDF book I can go over, and not no and or and there's keywords in there most likely, and I can just go from there with the keywords and all kinds of extra. Or then again, and or just go through there by itself and keep moving from there. Because like so far what was told in the videos and shit, it's like in the books and stuff. And of course go back over the videos in that sense because it's that good though. What this one is going over. So because I don't think I'm able to binge watch in a sense. I'm busy and shit. You feel me? Like I used to binge watch. I used to like, for instance, with Photoshop as an example, they had like I was able to go in the umpteen hours just watching the shit and then taking in what I had to take in and based on web development and just work from there. You know what I'm saying? Binge watching though is it's not 100% great. It's doing and watching. I was doing and watching, but that's another thing. It's more or less to do and view. Watching is more or less from the read versus like fast. A little maybe a little faster video wise, you might miss something. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say books are more powerful and shit. But it has to be certain types of books that would make it powerful. You know what I'm saying? That would make it just as powerful. Make it worth going over from that perspective and being like, oh, that's the only one type of thing. Like for instance, thankfully, with the work with the WordPress with the Affinity photo, I was limited to two books in a way, and only the one book that I finished going over, I could literally get back into that and just take in what I need to take in, and and of course I have the examples that I did based on the instructions and shit, and from there just to compile my own shit. But the other book talks about like workflow also, so I might see about that statement about the workflow, which I'm sure is like you're gonna see from the bottom up, because that's where you're starting from and shit with the layers. I can see it in my head, but I want to, you know what I'm saying, like just in a way for that type of reading and maybe applying by doing the work at the same time. So that I'm looking forward to. Uh, I don't see it in the this computer, but I have it on the tablet as well. The combination of the two and shit to go over it. What else again? I create some ads and everything. I gotta do mad shit. I got shit to do. I think with that, I'm gonna let this go.